or unmanageable, it means that you just are absent of chemicals. And I think once you embrace the idea that you have options, it really is just a different way, an alternative way of styling your hair without having to, have the fuss. You want flexibility with your hair.
But don't you think also Anika, that women have made in the last, I don't know how many years, a decision about their own identity and how they look? I mean, it was a time that if you didn't process your hair, you didn't think you looked beautiful, or comparison to other races and so forth. And it just occurs to me now with my own wife and her friends and women like you who have natural hair and are proud of it, that it's more than just convenient, but an expression of self and beauty.
I agree. I totally agree. I think we have tried everything under the sun in order to become beautiful. And I think that we're also really open to seeing what the damages are, for what we've been using. Like with weaves, we have no edges, we have no centers, our hair is thinning. The moment we take the weaves out, you might grow in length, but you have all this thinning. And it's like you never can come out of it. And I think that, braids do the same thing. Relaxers, they completely sabotage your hair. You really have no options with it other than straight, and it tends to break a lot. So women are looking for length. That's why the weave was so popular. And women are looking for options they can flip-flop and have, fun and funky on the weekend, but still very conservative for work. And with natural styling, you get everything all in one. I think all the other services that we've had really kind of pigeonholed us in that service versus being able to have the texture diversity and the flexibility that natural hair gives you.
And in all of that, you didn't say, what about how the brothers feel about it? Because now, men, I love natural hair myself because it smells good. I mean it, it feels good.
Absolutely.
It feels right. It smells right. It's natural. I mean, does that play in the psyche?
Yes, it does. It's like, it's so crazy because, our clients will come in and, my job is like the person that you first talk to when you first walk in. They're like, they call me yum yum yum. I can make you chew your arm off if I had to. But it's really about women feeling like, my husband is not going to like this. He's not going to, want me to have short hair. He loves long hair. And I was like, wait a minute, hold on. I get it that you want to be, beautiful for your husband. But let me tell you what your husband's upset about. He's upset that every morning you get up and you take 50 hours in the bathroom and you come out looking the same way that you did when you walked in. Or it's like such a thing about what you look like. Your hair, a bad hair day can shut a woman down. So it's not going to just shut her down at work or for her day, but that's also going to shut down her mojo for her husband and everything else. So he wants you to feel sexy. He doesn't want to lay next to the mildewy weave, on his pillow. He doesn't want to have strands all in his bathroom. He doesn't necessarily want to have to pay for your services every single week for you to go to the salon. He wants you to have fun.
Doesn't want to lose you for 50 hours.
Yeah,
what
absolutely.
happened to you? I was at the salon.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's all of that, and as I said, Selena McAfee and her partner produced the Natural Hair Show, and I did not know that many women in Philly would show up, but it was
you
fabulous.
Were there.
It was
huge.
It
was fabulous. It was one of our best venues we've done yet, and it was like such a great audience. But women are really craving that experience. They want to do something different. They're tired of what the options are, and it's like nobody's really out there giving them a system other than us. Where they can really have the flexibility that they want, and they're tired. They're tired of what the companies are selling them. They want something different.
It's great, Anika, that you're on this morning because in just a few days, the National Urban League presents its Redeem the Dream convention here in Philadelphia, the 24th through the 27th at the Pennsylvania Convention Center. And it is a lot. It's workshops, it's seminars, it's politics, it's employment, it's college seminars, and so forth. It's so many different things. I'm a former Urban League board member. Last Sunday, of course, Pat Coulter, the president of the Urban League, was on the show, and we were talking about it. And I know you're going to have a pretty impressive presentation to talk about Ryan Foster Hair Care products and the services you provide.
Yes, absolutely. I can't wait for the Urban League. I'm looking forward to a big turnout of you guys. So please make sure you come and check us out in the marketplace. We'll have every last product from our product line. It's only 3 products, but it's the best investment that you'll ever make in your hair care regimen. You want to minimize what you're really using. In the Urban League, I think we're going to be able to touch so many different phases of Philadelphia. It's not just going to be the Urban League conference, people that are registered for the conference. It's also very open to the regular person that's coming in off the street, that they can come in and actually visit the marketplace and be able to buy our products too. And it's like a fun time out to come out and support us, come out and support everybody else and all the other vendors in the Urban League Conference.
It's going to be great. One of the things that I wanted you to address before we end this little conversation this morning, Anika, is the impact of Ryan Foster products in your hair salon for professional women, because a good percentage of those who are participating in the Urban League Convention work in those offices downtown, and they have to look a certain way. And your products, I've seen firsthand how you can look great and professional at work and still have natural hair, and your hair just looks super, super, super great.
Absolutely. For the professional woman, I think, our concern is how we look every single day, and I think that's the opposite of what they think natural hair is. But with our products, with ALT Hair Care, you can do this at home. This is something that in the morning, with a little bit of time, you can actually style your hair either straight, or you can do a natural style, and you can be in and out and have a look that really works for every arena that you're in, and give you the flexibility to not have to worry about these costly and timely spa services that you're typically going to get. And it's perfect for travel. They're travel size. It allows you to go from state to state. You don't have to worry about who's going to be the stylist that styles me in the next place. You really get control over your life and over your hair with our products. And in our salon, it's an in and out experience. It's an hour. It's a wonderful experience for us.
Beautiful
There's no
salon,
waiting.
by the
yes,
way.
it is, ladies. You have to come out and visit us. Support,
it really
support,
is.
support.
Where is it again?
1517 West Girard Avenue. We're in a brownstone with the double doors, the red doors. They're right across from the Guardian Civic League and right next door to Pyramid Temple. And we would love to see every last one of you ladies. Even just come by and smile and say hi to us, meet the staff. We would love to have you as a visitor.
It's interesting because one Saturday, your husband and I were together, and a good buddy of mine, Vince Baker Funerals, called me and he said, "Hey, can you recommend a place for me to get a haircut?"
Yeah, that's my homie now.
He swears by you. He loves your
Yeah,
work.
Vince
So you also cut guys' hair.
I do.
And
I
so-
am a wonderful barber. I do scissor cuts. So it's like, you men that are used to going to the barbershops and getting clipper cuts, there is absolutely nothing more wonderful than a woman cutting your
I
hair with
think
scissors. We
Both
know.
things are great.
Yeah,
A
yeah,
woman
yeah.
cutting your
Especially
hair
it's
and
me. Yeah, you gotta. It's a personal, sensitive touch. It's a moment that you really want to relax as a man. There's nothing wrong with being pampered as a man. And when you can come in and get a head massage and really relax and be in your own space, there's not a whole lot of commotion around you. Especially for the professional man who needs to just have his own moment for himself. A scissor cut lays so totally different than a clipper cut, and I look
it's
better
funny.
than a clipper
When
cut.
I had hair, I used to go to Woody's in Winfield, and Woody was a scissor cut guy, and his thing was, "I'm not a barber, man. I'm a stylist."
That's right.
He was,
That's right.
and your hair look. With this one, you had the afro. I was like Dr. J. I had the perfect afro. Man, I miss my
Absolutely.
hair.
And
I
you
wish
know
I
what?
still
With
had
a
it.
scissor cut, you can go home and wash your hair and be able to look the same way you did when you left the salon. That's the difference between a scissor cut and a barber's clipper cut. A clipper cut is not stretching your hair to make sure everything is even. It's just kind of, grazing over it at the length that it is, and wherever your curls lay in place, that's what they're trimming. But a scissor cut is very detailed, and it means that when you take a shower and you wash your hair, you look exactly the same way you did when you left the barbershop. And I think that's a gripe of most men. I go to get a haircut, and then 2 days later, I look terrible, or I look like I need to shape up. And it keeps you stuck having to go back sit
See,
for
she
hours.
knows you're knowledgeable about all this stuff. Because, I don't know that stuff now. Look, how do we find you again? I know you're at the National Urban League Convention coming up in a few days, but generally, how do we find you? Give us the address of your salon and your website.
Okay, so I'm at 1517 West Girard Avenue in a brownstone with red doors. And there's a sign outside that says Ryan Foster. I'm also on Facebook and on Instagram and Twitter at ALT Hair Care, and my website is althaircare.com.
Anika Staples, thanks so much for coming by
Thank
this
you very
morning.
much, A.
You're listening to Philly Speaks at Old School 100.3. We'll be back right after this.